a few pictures from our trip. My name is Kelly, and this is Jessica, Vicki, and Mandy, and we are just 4 of the 10 women that went to Niger. The other 6 are from other churches, and 2 others from here in Locust Grove, and then the other ladies live north of Atlanta, and even one in Colorado. But this was my 4th trip to Niger, and so this is my 4th time getting up here talking about Niger. I joked with Phil of how can we make this different? We get up there every time and we talk day by day, and so I jokingly told him that we were going to take all the chairs out except for 20 and make everybody cram together and turn the heat on about 90 and let the kids run around everywhere, and you'd feel like you were in church in Niger. But I didn't want us to get that far out of our comfort zone, so here we are. But we are going to do kind of the order of the presentation a little bit differently. We're not going to go day by day. When you came in, one of the girls should have given you a copy of our journals, and that tells you just everything that we did day by day while we were there. And so this time we're going to tell you more on a personal note of people that we met while we were there, and just prayers that were answered while we were there, and just the clear calling that we had from God to go. And we knew, we were confident in us going was what the team was supposed to do. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it was like before we left. If you don't know, there was this little thing called Ebola going around. It's still out there, but it's kind of died down here in the U.S., thankfully. And so because of that, we had a lot of people questioning whether we should be going and doubting whether us going was the best thing for us as women, whether it was the best thing for us as mothers. And every time somebody would question that, God would do something or show us in some way that we were supposed to go. One example was Stacy, who is a counselor here in Locust Grove at Unity Grove Elementary. She was short on her money, and she was able to raise $1,700 in a week. And if that was not a message of God saying, Stacy, you're on this team, you gotta go. And then as we got a list of supplies that we needed, it got a little closer to time, and I posted that list on our Sunday school page and on our church's page, and just said, if you are interested in donating anything, to let me know. And these supplies poured in. And so much so, we had so much supplies that we didn't know how we were going to get them there, because we're each allotted 2 tubs, and that's what we take the supplies over in. Anything over, so there were 10 women on the team, we could take 20 tubs. Anything over 20 tubs would cost us $200 per tub. Well, once we had all the supplies packed, we had 32 tubs. And that was even leaving stuff behind for the men's team to take in January. And so that was a large sum of money. Well, we had somebody in the church whose business paid for 5 of those tubs. And then Laurie and I had somebody hand us a $100 check and say, here, use this as you need it. And so different things like that, of just another message of God saying go, and God saying this is what you need to do. And so the 10 of us were confident in that we should be there and that we should be going, and we knew that that's what we were supposed to do, but not all of our friends and family had that same confidence that we had. And one more just confirmation of God just saying yes, go, was once we got there, all 32 tubs got there with us, which has never happened on any of my trips. There's been at least 2 tubs missing, or one year all the tubs were missing except for 2. And so anytime I was asked, are you sure this is what you need to be doing? Are you sure you need to be going? My answer would be yes, because my answer to God to go was not a conditional yes. It was not, yes, if the conditions are right. Yes, if everyone's happy and no one's sick and everyone thinks this is what I should do. It was, yes, I'll go. And so that was just a little bit about what it was leading up to us leaving. And I think Vicki is up next, and she's going to speak on orphanage that we went to.